In this lecture, we'll see how to create a IAM user and allow it to connect using your API, such as your Python code, Ansible code for any other kind of automation. So in order to go for IAM, first thing you have to do is log into the AWS console. I have already logged into the AWS console, and you can actually go to the service section. If you will, then you have to look for IAM service. So there are two ways to look for that. Either you click on the service bar here, you can type here IAM, or you can directly type here in the find service menu, and search works pretty well. So if I click on IAM, identity access management, it will take me to the IAM role. And now here, in order to do that, I need to first create a user. So for example, I can go here and I can add a user, and this time I want to give any user. For example, I will say demo user. And while doing that, you need to select this programmatic access option. Do not select the AWS management console, because this user, if you want to create that, assume if you want to give another human user to be able to access this console, that time you choose this option. But right now we are looking for a programmatic access for any kind of automation. We will be choosing this option. Once I do that, second, it will ask me for a create a group, because I have already certain groups created. So what I'll do is I'll create a new group. I call it a group and I call a demo group. And let's pick any of these options. For example, let me check for RDS rule. I go here, you can see here there is a full RDS access. I can go ahead and select this one. What it does is basically it gives this key a full authority to do anything whatsoever it wants for the relational database service for AWS. Once I do that, next click on the tag. I don't want any tag right now. And after that, it just creates a user. And once it creates a user, it shows you this a access key ID and secret access key. So one thing you should remember, that this key will only be visible once you close this browser, it will be gone. So if you want to use it for any other purpose, you should download it as a CSV file. It will stay there in your desktop or a laptop or some secure place. And please always remember, this particular is a very important data. For example, for some reason, if you lose this key, or maybe someone else get access to this key, they will have full access to your account. So please make sure you keep it secure and safe. And next thing you want to do is you need to download and install AWS CLI. You can just go to Google, type download AWS CLI, and whatever your operating system you're using, Windows, Mac or Linux, download and install it. And next thing you want to do is that you want to configure these key for your local development environment. In order to do that, you have to just type this command AWS configure. Once you do that, it will actually prompt for this access key ID. So I can just simply copy it and paste it. Then it will ask me this one, I copy it and I paste it. And it will ask me for a default region. I will leave it like that. And next, for output format option, I'm also leaving none. Once I do that, what it does basically, it creates a .aws credential folder and a file, and over there it puts these values. So I can quickly check that value as well. You can see this value has been updated. So what it does basically, right now I can use AWS console or a Python program. For example, because we gave it a RDS access, we can actually run a sample RDS code to see exactly how we can quickly create a database using this automation script that we just created. So if you go to this repository, I will leave the link below. You can go there, and this is a sample create instance code is there. If I execute it, so for example, it's already says the database instance is already there. So because I have already used it, just before doing that, I will just change the database name here, and then it will let me create the database. If I go here, see, database creation has been, command has been issued. And next thing what I want to do is just to verify whether my key is working or not. I can quickly go and check over there in my RDS service to see whether actually that database has been created, and make sure you choose the region, which region you have selected for default. So right now this is North Virginia. I should go to CS Central, and I can see my database instance has been created. It's still instantiating because it takes some time to spin up the database instance. So this lecture was all about how to quickly create an IAM user and secure user and a like secret key and ID, and how you can configure in your current laptop or development environment in order to do any kind of development. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. See you on the next lecture. Thank you.